that. I could not get a thigh gap. Have you seen my thighs? They are not going to ever have a gap between them. Hi, it's Scola and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because this is my first video of the year, but also my first sit down video in my new apartment. But today's video is going to be 6 weight loss mistakes I already know you're gonna make, okay? You're about to make these mistakes and I just want to stop you in your tracks. If you're new to my channel, just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm a personal trainer. I'm just a health and fitness enthusiast. I started losing weight when I was in my teens. Now I'm in my... Can I still say I'm in my early 20s or am I in my mid 20s? I don't even want to talk about it. I also have a condition called hypothyroidism, which makes health and fitness quite difficult. I struggle with weight loss. I gain weight very easily with a whole other range of health issues. It's very similar to PCOS if you have that. And that's kind of what my channel is about. Me just trying to make my way through this crazy world with all this going on. Anyway, so let's start off with the 6 weight loss mistakes that I know you guys are about to make. The first one is going to be timings. I know lots of people are going to be starting beginning of January. They're like, yes, new year, new me. Does anyone actually still say that? I don't know. But January is just a... Wow, I need to get used to that. Like hearing sirens whilst I'm filming. I lived in a small village, okay? Now I'm in a big city, so this is weird. Timings. I think this is something that we don't talk enough about, and the right time for you to really begin a journey. I mean, there is no right time, and I think you can start at any time, but I also don't want you to feel that you have to start in January. So for example, for me, January is one of the worst months. I don't like it. I'm gonna be very honest. For me, I struggle with SAD, SAD, which just means that like during the winter months, you're more likely to feel sadder. I'm putting it really lightly, but it is actually really a big struggle of mine and might be a struggle for you. So starting right in the dead of winter might not be the best time for you, and it just won't go well because you're just not mentally there. And actually the best thing you can do for yourself right now is just to try to survive and look after yourself and be kind to yourself rather than being like, come on, let's chase these goals. Think about the timings. And with the timings, also think about how long it is going to take. I feel like so many people think that they can get it done in a month, 2 months, bam, I'm gonna be looking right and tight. It could take a minimum of 3 months. I think a minimum of 3 months if you are like intermediate, advanced, I don't know what to call it, but really you're looking at 6+ months. We're looking at a year really if we want to be really realistic about it, because it's going to take time to make the progress that you want to make and then to actually maintain it. Like no one ever talks about the after you reach your goal, because you could reach your goal and just regress straight away. I'm done with the goal. How do I manage my lifestyle now? So think about how long this is going to take, because it's not just going to take a month, it's not going to take 2 months, it's going to take the rest of your life probably, but think about that. Number 2 is to setting unrealistic goals. So I don't really know how to word this, but basically when I first got into health and fitness back in my youth, it was all the rage to be super skinny, so skinny and thin, which there's nothing wrong with being skinny, but that was just the trend at the time. And so I feel like I was striving for a goal that just was not natural for my body. Like my body could not look like that. I could not get a thigh gap. Have you seen my thighs? They are not going to ever have a gap between them, okay? Me striving for that goal was just unrealistic really, and I needed to really look at myself and think about what I'd feel comfortable with and where I'd be happy. What was actually, what's the word? What was, guys, this is my first time, this is my first day back at work. I can't really come up with words right now. What's that word when things, we want it to last a long time? Sustainable! That's the word. It wasn't sustainable because I couldn't just stay that weight forever. I mean, it was kind of sustainable at the time. I was essentially a child. I often forget that. Another thing we need to remember, stop trying to get to the weight you were when you were in your teens, because you're essentially a child. And if you are now older, you are a woman, okay? You're big, you're grown, okay? You can't really be going for something that your body can't do now. Anyway, that's a whole other topic, I'm sorry. Number 3 is going from 0 to 100. This is pretty straightforward. I feel like people just go cold turkey, they go all out. I'm an all or nothing person, but I still know that easing myself into any sort of goal or thing that I'm going after is the best way for it. So instead of saying I'm gonna eat every meal healthy starting from Monday, just be like, okay, I'm gonna have healthy dinners every day this week, and then you can progress and be like, okay, I'm gonna cut out snacking, and then I'm going to, you know, keep making little changes so then it's easier for you and more manageable, rather than literally just being like, tomorrow is gonna be a boot camp, I'm not gonna eat anything, I'm just gonna work out all day, 20 hours of working out, 4 hours of sleep, and just... Number 4 is, I feel like people forget to build muscle. It's all about burning fat, it's all about cardio. A lot of the clients I've taken on recently for my online personal training, a lot of them were like, Scola, I feel like I need more cardio. And I was like, but we trying to build muscle out in these streets too. I mean, I'm a big fan of cardio because I feel like it's great for my mental health personally. That's the main reason I do so much cardio, because I would go crazy without it, so I do it. But in terms of actual physical goals and stuff like that, I know building muscle is going to be the best way for me to see the results I want, to be able to maintain a weight that I want. Stop focusing so much on just burning fat, cardio. Build that muscle too, okay? It's not just about losing the fat. Building muscle is really important. And going into that, number 5, the reason why I feel like people end up wanting to do so much cardio is because they're doing nothing all day. You'll do your workout and then you'll be done, and then you'll just sit for the rest of the day. And I think this is the biggest mistake a lot of people make. They just focus so much on like, I have to work out like however many times a week, and like that's me done. I'll do that hour, I'll do that 30 minutes, and that's me done. No. The best lifestyle change you can make is just moving more throughout the day. Things like just getting up and just not sitting down for like hours on end. Get up, walk around, do some chores, go for a walk. Just be a little bit more active. Don't be so lazy. Did I just call you out? I think I just did. I just called myself out too. I know they're a little bit gimmicky, but I do like my Apple Watch because it will tell me to get up, stand up, walk around, because everything is weird these days, okay? Nothing is natural, okay? It's not natural to be sitting down all the time. We used to get up and do all the things ourselves. I always use examples of the fact that, you know, washing machines, we didn't always have those. You would have to wash your clothes, hand wash them. Hoovers, you'd have to sweep your clothes, sweep the floor, and all that kind of stuff. All these things are now automated and done for us as naturally what humans were meant to be doing to keep active, but now everything is done for us and we just like stare at screens all day, and we gotta make up ways to combat that feel unnatural. Like a thing on your wrist telling you to stand up feels weird, but it helps. And last but not least, because I feel like I've been rambling so much, the last one is just, do you even need to lose weight? I feel like this is a goal so many of us have, just, I gotta lose weight. Whether it's just that, I just gotta lose that last 5 pounds, I just gotta lose 30 pounds. Like, think about it. Like, has there ever been a time where you just went, I don't need to lose weight. I'm actually okay. I'm fine. I don't need to do, you know what? I'm young and luscious the way I am. I don't need to think about losing weight. And I think this is so important. I mean, I think sometimes we're just all so focused on weight loss, and this is something I have to call myself out on quite often. It was just unfortunate that I ended up getting this condition that means that now weight loss is something that I think about, because weight gain is a side effect of my condition, and I'm constantly trying to keep the symptoms to a minimum so that they're not freaking out and doing the worst. But in general, it's like, it would just be nice to have a moment where you just tell yourself you don't need to lose weight, you just need to look after yourself. Like, stop focusing on the idea of losing fat and that fat is bad and that you need to do that. Like, you just need to exercise, you just need to eat healthy. The other thing over there, we don't need to always think about it. Sometimes it's just about the exercise and eating healthy, and I really hope that's what you can take away from my channel in general. The reason why I've kept talking about weight loss on my channel for so long is that I know it's something people are always going to search for, people are always going to want to do, but I just hope if they were to find my channel, they're going to find my videos, they decide to go about it in the best way possible for them, and it's not always skewed by what society has told them to do or skewed by what others might say to you that you should do what you I don't want it to come from a place of negativity. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it for you, do it from a positive place, and also make sure you're doing it in the healthiest way possible and you're getting to live your life to the fullest. I think that should be enough for some of us. But I understand weight loss is something that is okay to want if that's what you want for yourself, for good reasons, for positive reasons, and healthy reasons. But just be mindful of the fact that you might not even need to or even want to lose weight. It's just something that we all talk about, so it's always at the forefront of your brain. I hope that kind of made sense. I don't know, I just felt like sitting down and rambling today and having my first video of the year and my first video in my apartment. This was so much fun. I haven't sat down and done a topic video like this in ages. This feels like throwback Motivation Mondays. If you used to watch Motivation Mondays, let me know. Do you want me to bring them back? I don't know. I don't know if I should just sit here and ramble all the time. It's just, I don't know. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what videos you want to see from me this year. I'm so excited to just make stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay luscious, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.